Hi everybody, this is going to be a love reading that is for those of you in some type of conflict and separation. So it may not resonate for you whenever you watch the videos when it is meant to be seen, and only take what resonates, okay? So the first card out, we're going to get into the person that you're viewing this video for. Who are they? What are they like? What might they be going through? Or let's just see if it will describe them at all so you know that this video is for you. We have power over difficulty. We have a portal. And we have the sacred breath and sound. So with this energy, I'm actually getting that they've probably gone through something difficult where they feel like it's changed them. They feel kind of brought to their knees by something, and they are unable to be the strength that they used to be. Okay, so it's taken away some of their life force. Like they don't have the fight in them. I'm also feeling like this person could have been either very communicative or they lack the ability to express themselves. They may be very drawn to music, to sound, and that is how they connect to their emotion. And maybe they feel like there's some type of messaging in the frequency. Okay, this person also may be going through a spiritual journey where they're awakening to parts of themselves that they didn't know existed. They're seeing maybe beyond who they thought they were. And this person could also find a lot of struggle in their life. Like they come up against brick walls constantly because there's something that is not in alignment with them, with what they're trying to pursue. Okay, so let's get a couple more here. We have playing safe, we have fear, and we have optimism. So this person might also guard their heart. They may seem like they're more in their ego and overly confident. They may be very lighthearted, and they may feel like a safe place, but inside they're full of fear, and they feel like they don't want anyone to penetrate that space. So they play it safe by giving just enough, and then they withdraw. But they make everything look like very abundant. They make it look like they're not lacking, because in so many areas of their life, they are exuding this lavish lifestyle. So they may have like a very nice car, they may have a great job, they may have a fancy home, they may have a lot of material items, but all of that is almost a facade to stop people from penetrating what's actually going on inside their heart. And I feel like there's an excitement inside of them, like they want to express this, but they can't. They don't have the tools at the moment to be able to let it out. Excuse me. So let's get 3 more cards here. We have dissipating, we have an impasse, and we have wisdom. So we have the sacral, we have the solar plexus, and we have the heart chakra. So this person has gained some type of what they would consider wisdom from their past hurts, okay? So they guard their heart with their intellect in terms of like, I'm playing it strategically, and I'm not going to look like I'm like closed off, because inside I do have emotions, I do have feelings, but I'm not going to open myself up because I don't want to get hurt. they're at an impasse because with this dissipating energy, it's kind of like life is passing them by without them being able to be authentic. They're living a certain way. They're living surface level, and they know that, you know, other people can only handle that for a while before they're like, you're either going to let me in or you're not. And this isn't working for me if you don't. So they're at like an impasse because inside they do have this passion, but they don't know how to let it out. So how they present themselves in the world can only go on so long before it doesn't work anymore. It's not going to bring them what they're really seeking, right? So they might feel like I'm looking for more abundance. I'm looking for more material, but it's not going to fill a need that they have within. And so then they feel like, well, the only way to get that need is if I deal with my hurt and my trauma, and I'm not sure that I can do that. So they use their intellect to persuade themselves that they're going to keep pushing forward. They're going to keep doing what they're doing, and eventually what they're looking for is going to be right there, and they're going to be happy and have everything that they desire. So this is the kind of energy around this person. This person might be like a great showman, right? But there is an underlying energy where inside you feel like this person has been hurt, and maybe one day they'll open up to me, but how long am I going to wait for that? Or there's just a barrier there. Okay. So what happened in this actual connection? What happened between you? What did the connection look like? I'm going to go into this deck here and see what comes through here. What happened in this connection? All right. So we have a healing heart, healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationship or addiction. So I'm getting that this relationship kind of mirrored back to them some of the things that they were struggling with, and it made them uncomfortable. I feel like this relationship showed them how great love could be, but they are pretty set in their toxic kind of way of you know, preventing that closeness, that another person penetrating their walls, right? We have a hammer, so we do have sabotage, rebuilding, integration, respect, or what? My God, what is wrong with me? Repetitive, persistent, and working on it. So, my gosh. All right. So this person found some type of healing and expansion in this connection. However, they did something to sabotage it. They were trying to stay the same as they've always been and not let you in and not let this grow. And so we have addiction, codependent, obsession, possession, controlling, has a block, and restraint. Yeah, this person put the restraints on, right? They keep you at arm's length. They may have gone into some type of an addiction that they had. They try to get you codependent by, you know, offering you maybe material wealth or something like this, in lieu of that real intimacy. Okay. And we have kisses, unconditionally loving, giving and receiving affection, falling in love. So I do feel like this person felt love. This person felt connection. And, you know, they might have physically been very able to show that. But it was still lacking a type of intimacy here. We also have keys on a ring, many options, decisions, unconventional strings along one night stand. So a part of them could have been, they could have known all along that they were only going to allow this to progress to a certain point, and then they were going to put a halt on it, and you needed to be okay with that. I don't feel like this person was playing you, or they were, seeing other people. I don't get that. I get that they just could not commit to being vulnerable. We have stabbed in the back, heartbreak, pain, separation, deception, and a shocking attack. It could have been very shocking when this person walked away, or, you might have walked away, but this person, you might have felt deceived by them because you thought you were going to have it all. They promised you the world, and then they didn't follow through because you weren't talking about materialism. You were talking about love, right? Connection, intimacy. So I feel like, and in the past, this person may have been stabbed in the back, and therefore, they're mirroring that back. Like, if it's happened before, it's going to happen again, and this is just the way things go. Let's see what else we have. We have spiritual. Your spiritual journey is beginning. So you might have been on a spiritual path, and you might have had a lot of wisdom and growth during this time with them. But it might have been creating more fear in them, because that meant that they had to grow too. So they would have rather kept you stuck so that they could stay comfortable. We have embrace. Embrace what destiny has in store for you. So I do feel like this was destined to create change, and either they were to step up somehow and do the hard work, or the change in a separation was going to cause some type of a evolution for them. So whether or not they choose to get on this journey or not, it wasn't meant to continue the way that it was. So this person has the opportunity to do the work. We have openness. Be open to accept divine guidance in your relationship. Yeah, so this was an ending of a chapter. There may have been more secrets or something, underlying, but at this point, this person was not open. They were not sharing with you what their needs were, what their hurts were, how they felt really authentically. And that is because, they have this fear. They have a fear of maybe who they are deep inside. And that could be just that, we're told that our shadow side is wrong, right? We're told that things that aren't acceptable in society are bad. And so if you have like these shadow aspects, which everybody does, we try to hide them. We try to hide them instead of integrating them and making them part of ourselves. So I feel like this person needs to integrate, some of the feelings they have about themselves, and just accept themselves for who they are. Not to say that they don't need to do some work and make some healthy changes, but, we're all whole no matter what we're going through, and the healing that we need to do, it doesn't make us less whole as a person. So let's go to the next one. How do they feel since the separation? How's this person feeling? Since the separation and conflict, how is this person feeling? about you. Like, we'll make it about you. How do they feel about you since the separation? Pay attention to signs. Okay, so they actually might be getting a lot of signs regarding you. So they might see your name. They might, hear a song that reminds them of you. They might look at pictures. Things might pop up. They might be watching a movie and it might be your situation. They might see your car. Things that remind them of you. They're seeing signs. So you're never far from their thoughts, because when they try to block you out, or they try to, out of sight, out of mind, something always brings them back to it. We have selling out. So they could have, they did, right? If they really loved you, they really sold themselves short. They sold out because they lost something that was really important to them, something that was very special. And now they feel like a sellout because, maybe they're alone. And we have beauty. So, there's something about this reading. It's almost like, I don't want to take away from the pain and the heartache of the connection, but there's something really beautiful in it. And that is that, two people going their separate ways, they have an opportunity to look back in hindsight and to see, what they really cherished about each other and their connection. And then moving forward, when you can't replace someone, there's no two people that are the same. And there's just like this beauty in knowing that, wow, like this was really something. This was a really special connection. And they might see you as extremely beautiful as well. Nobody else maybe can compare to you. But there's also a beauty in the shedding of the old, because that's where growth happens. So when you're paying attention to signs and you're being reminded, sometimes when you're reminded, there's growth that has happened that you don't even realize has happened, that you don't see. And so I think this message is more for the viewer here, is that through heartache and pain and cracking open your heart and, not shutting down, and then growing and changing your perspective about yourself and situations, you're much more able to look back and say, like, I'm a totally different person than I was then. And so that is part of the spiritual journey. That is part of why things are destined to happen, right? No matter how much pain it takes to get you there. Once you get there, it can be a beautiful experience. And it's also better to have loved and lost than to never have known love at all. So the next card we got out here is Betrayed Heart. Risk opening up to life and love. So yeah, back to this person. Ever since this has happened, they go over it in their head time after time and think about how this ended because they were not able to open up their heart to love and to fully experience a life that they could have created here. We also have a hurt heart. So we have a betrayed heart and a hurt heart. And this is number 10 and this is number 1. So that's interesting. Hurt heart is I see you. And that is what they've been trying to hide, right? They don't want you to see them. They don't want anyone to see them. They're afraid to see themselves because somehow they have shame around this. And I think they believe that you did see them, and that's sort of what made them sabotage. We have a rebellious heart. Yeah, they rebelled. They sabotaged. Think for yourself. Okay, so this person is like, no, I'm going off on my own. I'll be perfectly fine by myself. I'm not going to let anybody in that can hurt me. Nobody's going to have that power over me, right? I think the first card that came out was power over difficulty. So they believe love to be difficult, and they didn't want somebody to have power over them. So they're running. They're the runner, right? Okay, so what might be holding them back from reconnecting with you? Well, I mean, we realize that this person is in fear and they run and hide and they can't seem to stop. Let's see what else wants to come through here. What might be holding them back from connecting with you again? Dark night of the soul. Why have I been abandoned? So this person abandoned the connection. This person has sold themselves out, right? They abandoned themselves. And that is exactly what the dark night of the soul is. It's a time of not being able to see the light. It's a time of having to go within and reflect and have the strength to walk forward one step at a time in pure darkness. There's no help for you. There's no easy way out. It's difficult. It is hard, and you have to face those fears. And so this is where the person is at. They can't connect with you because they're in this darkness. We have ghosted. Do you feel haunted by my memory? They're probably wondering, I'm sure they feel haunted by your memory, and all the ways that they, kind of pushed you away. And they're wondering, do you feel haunted, or have you moved on? Are you happy? Have you moved on? Have you forgotten about them? This is one reason why they're not reconnecting. We have boundaries. Have I done something wrong? So you've probably put up some pretty good boundaries with them. You've probably taken your power and set these boundaries. You're not coming in and out of my life. If you can't commit, then you're not going to have a place in my life. And even if you haven't, even if you've just said a few things to them that they found to be harsh, in retaliation to their actions, they may feel like you have just put up these shields and you're not letting them anywhere near you. We have grief. Will this ever get easier? They're still grieving. They haven't got past this place of grief. So it's really difficult to reconnect with somebody when you are stuck in grief. Your heart is broken, you're in sadness, you're not positive, you're not giving up good energy, you're not able to see things from a higher perspective and a positive vantage point. This person is still in that dark night of the soul. They're in their grief, and they have to work through that grief before they can move forward at all. But we do have soulmate. We feel good together. Is this true love? So you are their soulmate. They see you as their soulmate. And at this time, they just cannot. Yeah, we have counterparts, programs, divine timing. Okay, so I'm going to go with these last 3 cards here because they see you as their divine counterpart. Do we have this same energetic frequency? At this time, no. They can't connect with you because even though you're their soulmate, your frequency is not on the same level. So you have to be aligned in order to be a vibrational match, right? So they know that you're not at this time. But there's this program running. Have I been too blind to see the truth? This person has a program that runs in their brain, and it just goes on repeat, and it's probably saying things like, I'm not a lover. I don't do intimacy. I don't know how to talk about my feelings. I'm just not good enough. Yeah, you won't be happy with me, or I'm not good enough for you, or whatever it might be. But it's a program that they believe about themselves. Until they change that, they're not open. And we have divine timing. What can I do to make it happen now? They want, like this came through before, they want a quick fix. They want it just to be all better. And that's not going to happen. And it's not happening for a reason, because they actually need to grow. They actually need to heal and get real with themselves to be able to have something to give, right? So next we're going to say, what is something you don't know about this person? What is something that you don't know? What are we going to go into here? Let's do this one. What don't you know about this person? You don't know that there has not been any progress. This person is stuck in time. They're frozen where your relationship ended. Yeah, you don't know this about them, probably because you're not in contact. We have free yourself, burden, stress, and negativity be gone. This person is stuck. This person is frozen in time. They're stressed out. They go over the situation a million times. They just can't be free of it. Locked out, access denied, hard to reach. This person knows they're locked out. They feel very lonely. And I'm not saying that to make you feel bad, because they're needing this. They need to feel like they need a big enough push to make changes, okay? Alone, abandoned, loner, closed off. So yeah, we just said that. They need to find the answers within themselves and not from outside sources as well, right? Because, lots of times friends, families, they might mean well, but they don't always help, right? They might lead people down the wrong path. We have time, divine timing, fated, and destiny. So you might not know this, but things are working out in divine timing, and this may be this person's time to do the work, and whatever is happening for them is a fated thing. And we have flow with ease, and don't force it. That may be something that they're doing. Maybe before they were very controlling. They controlled every situation around them so that it was safe for them. This is something they may be learning to do, to let go of that control, not to force things, and just to be. And then we have fireworks, loving, passionate, intimacy. I feel like that has to do with the flow card. They're not trying to force fireworks. They felt this connection with you. They still feel it with you. They're not just going out and finding this, trying to force this with someone else. That's not what's happening. We have nibbling mice, taking advantage of unappreciative, taking advantage of and unappreciative. Yeah, they're not doing this. They're actually not going and taking advantage of other people. You might not know this about them. Maybe you think that they are out and having a great time and dating and whatnot. This person is not doing this. We have moving on to the next. Yeah, they're not doing this. So I'm feeling like they might feel like you are. They might feel like you have moved on and you have found something better. And they haven't. Okay. Let me just get a couple tarot cards with this. Let me just see here. Four of Wands, celebration, solid foundations, 1111. If they were going to have this with anyone, they wanted it with you. They wanted to be this emperor, but they're in reverse because of a past hurt. And they're going through judgment. They're going through their judgment day. This is their karmic review, right? They can continue to do things the way they've always done, or they can make changes. So we have Temperance. They need to balance out their fire and their waters. They need to come into harmony with themselves. King of Wands in reverse. Right. So, yeah, they're not in their power right now. They don't feel like the lion. They feel like the coward, the cowardly lion. They're just not balanced. Their emotions might be all over the place. And their temperament may be, hot and cold. We have a Queen of Cups in reverse. Because we had the Four of Wands, I'm saying that the Queen of Cups is you, and they feel like your emotions have run cold for them. Right. So they don't feel like you're a choice at this point. They don't feel like you are a choice. They feel like they really messed that up. So what words might they say to you if they could? What are some words that they might say to you if they could? Long distance. Okay. I dive in and out of relationships. Twin flame journey. There was someone interfering in our relationship. And again, I don't feel like this was a romantic thing, but I do feel like this was something from the past. One-sided relationship. Yeah, in the past, I feel like there was a one-sided relationship, and they were not the side that was loved, okay? And then I feel like in your relationship with them, they were, giving you the material side of things while you were all in emotionally. You're the first person to make me feel this way. I still have growing to do. I wish I could turn back the clock and do things over. Emotionally unavailable. Exactly. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. And then I'm going to get, what do they want in the future with you? See what they want in the future with you. What do they want in the future with you? We have luminous, radiance and vibrant energy shines upon you now. They want joy. They want that sun card. They want happiness. We have lust, pure sexual chemistry between you. Unleash the energy. Don't hold back. Wishes. Wishes are dreams. We can manifest. What is your wish? Love language. Speaking each other's language nurtures love to grow. This is what they want. They want to be able to give you what you need. They are very attracted to you. They want to have so much happiness. That's their wish. And missing you. Thoughts of you on their mind, considering feelings and emotions. Let's get one more. Caged love. This love is an illusion, a trap. Fly free. There's no love here. Yeah. So see, the thing is that as much as they wish for you to be back in their lives and to be on the same page, they miss you like crazy, but they're caged in it. They're caged in it because they're unable to give you that love. So they feel like in the future, they're going to continue to miss you because they don't know how to free themselves. So this just goes right back to, are they going to do the work? Are they going to make these changes? I'm going to get one last card because I really want to know. If they're going to do it. I want to know in the future, their future self, are they going to heal? Are they going to do the work? Are they going to come back and be the best version of themselves? Oh, and I grabbed the wrong deck too. Okay, we're going to do this. We have grieving heart. So we already had that they were grieving. Open doors to something new. So in the future, they still have this grief in their heart. But on the bottom of the deck, we have a reinventing heart. Get to know yourself anew. So through the grief in the future, through the grief they're experiencing, they're going to reinvent themselves. They're going to learn how to love themselves. Okay? It's about self-love, because once you can love yourself, then you can allow others to love you and you can love other people. We have grateful optimism. Did we have... Interesting. We had optimism come out before. So this says grateful optimism, joyous view on the future. So I do feel like they are going to make improvements. I don't know that it's going to be anything quick. Let's see. I'm going to grab a tarot and just see if there's a timeline here. Is this going to be quick changes, or is this somewhere way down the line? But they see that sun, right? They had the sun here, and we see this joyous view of the future. So they see happiness and joy in their future. 2 of Wands, 3 of Wands. Oh, that's good. 6 of Cups. So they do see movement forward. They see that they're going to choose. They're going to choose to be adventurous, to be a leader. They're going to choose to go towards something they've already put effort into, which they have you with the 6 of Cups. This is the past. Someone from the past, a connection from the past. Yeah, and they're gonna shine the truth, the light onto everything that has been an illusion. Everything that was hidden is going to come to light. So that means they're going to come forward with truth. Yeah. So because the tower was what was next, right? And this divine intervention. You need complete destruction in order to rebuild, to rise like the phoenix, right? Something had to die. There's a part of them that had to die in order to be rebirthed. So that's what I'm seeing here. This is very specific, I believe. I don't think this is just general. This is definitely talking about a very specific person. yeah, so if it resonated with you, please let me know. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading, and it was much longer than I had intended it to be. But please go ahead and like, share, subscribe if you enjoyed it. And if you're looking for something private, like a reading and or a healing or coaching, if you're interested in any of my decks that I have created, you can go ahead and reach out to me in the link below. Thanks for watching and have a great day.